Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Now the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
On 1st down, Mahomes. Buying time to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes, escaping the pressure right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Here's Mahomes to throw, eluding the pressure right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 31 yards. And the Chiefs are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 15. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now it's Jackson. And the Chiefs are going to get him. It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down. Here's Jackson to throw. Flush to his right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And going deep for Hill. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words every time we hear.
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's...
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, 71 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Well, not content with a first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. Throwing is Jackson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. On first and 10, here's Mahomes. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Mahomes picked by his ex-teammate Marcus Peters. And the Ravens force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And he's got some space here. There he goes, right side.
Let's get that swagger, y'all. Let's get that swagger.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, an even 90 yards. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film when those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. But they find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. Gonna let one fly for Robinson, and that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for the Chiefs.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play. And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. Able to fight through one tackle, and he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Mahomes to throw on second down. Flush to his right. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a first down. Edwards-Helaire is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They go play action now. Jackson. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's intercepted.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
Now he tried to heave it from his own end zone, and the danger, it reared its ugly head.
We have seen those plays work out successfully before. You take the shot, try and gain some yardage. Sometimes you fool them. Not in this case, though. Tried to get it deep downfield. Gets it picked off.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Chiefs continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Duvernay now going to bring it out.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. To throw is Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Brown with his stick skills. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on him.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Charvarius Ward.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Mahomes now on first down. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is taken in at the 5. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. And even 40 yards. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs just continue to pour it on. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Charvarius Ward.
Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. And think about the defense right now.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs have got it on cruise control.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that will extend this big lead. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Here's Edwards again on 2nd down.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been in a lot of practices, it's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it.
And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. It's a big play there for the Chiefs.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go. I don't need to. There's a lot of right. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. 43. 43.
Mahomes now to throw. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs just continue to pour it on.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
On the return, Devin Duvernay.
In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game. And this defense continues to dominate. How about 2 safeties in one game here?
You don't even put that on your goal sheet. This is something that results when you're playing really well on defense and the offense has nowhere to go with the football. Dominating performance. Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
And the hard count got the defense there. Encroachment and the 5-yard penalty. Mahomes now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. And he's taken down inside the 30. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Mahomes' throw pulled in by Robinson here.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 14. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. He's at the 40. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
They'll run with Dobbins.
They stopped short. Down at the 1. Had the great move but couldn't get it all the way home. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster in the first half. So where do they go from here?
The first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Right back to Dobbins on first.
And some room to maneuver. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens are able to make things a bit... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15... the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult. Oh, and now they're going to fake it, eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Justin Houston making his presence felt there in the backfield. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire.
Room here to run. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
69 yards. And the Chiefs have got it on cruise control.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead will swell by one more. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
The return is Duvernay. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find some.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 30. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, you don't want to to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will extend this big lead. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. It's a scintillating run by Lamar Jackson. And the Ravens, they claw one back. Justin Tucker for the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets into the end zone. We'll give him credit. They're not going to take this deficit lying down. They get too closer here on the fake extra point. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you.
And got his man, complete. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 75 yards. And the Chiefs get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Now Jackson on first down. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. And I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Switch. He's coming. We got double up.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Now here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. A
give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield.